All right. So we're on Urak 5, and we have been tasked with tracking
In this
down
tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Cassia. All right, elevator's power is out.
White, bright, pure color.
Athletics.
It's all riddled with horrible veins that carry the poison of fear and pain throughout its body. Who are you? Why are you crying?
You're an
If the
unnerving
witch
lady.
is talking about the enemies
dear.
of humanity who set upon this abode of noble navigators, then our weapons will soon dispel their wicked misery.
Over there!
All right, we got a trap to disarm.
Never doubt me.
Good work, sister.
Genius triumphs!
Okay, people cutting themselves to pieces, so that's normal, I guess. Junk up here. Now let's go. Stand firm. We must not let the miscreants defile House Orselio. Fire at will for House Orselio.
Another annoyance for the Emperor!
Okay. It's a lot of dudes. Put Sister Argenta forward. Abelard. Tisk tisk Abelard. You shouldn't be back here. Indira, duck behind this with me. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, I see. They're fighting each other? No, wait. They're all fighting me. No, whatever. It's been a while since I played this mission. Okay. Sister Argenta gets first turn. Just liquidate that guy.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Run gun action, and I'm gonna shoot at these two fellas.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Dang, the commander took a bolt gun shot to the chest.
My faith strengthens me.
Kind of wish that we weren't getting jumped first thing. So examine weakness on him, and then with
But of
psychic
course.
shriek,
Be gone.
clear out these little doofuses, and give
Anything
Abelard a
else?
little mystic protection.
Follow my lead.
My faith shields me.
All right, my turn. Let's see. Is there anyone within my weapon range? No. Give another
Even
turn to.
I
No.
would do that.
Hmm.
Step by step, I
Move over here and be useless.
A wicked thought. Schemes.
Boost
within
Argenta's stats.
Schemes.
Is there anyone Abelard can charge? This is disappointing for the old bean.
Victory is imminent. I will do my duty. It will be done.
Alright. Bracing for impact.
Break them around.
Just gonna have to close.
Stay vigilant.
Endure.
Follow my lead. My ears are ringing. Follow my lead. Pain and duty go hand in hand. Strengthens me.
A lot of dudes. Alright.
Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
Break them
I
around.
never know when to cast Furious Recital. I think we need to read up more on how momentum works.
Nothing.
You're all too far away, but I can blast
Was-
you.
Was it you? What an unfortunate turn of
He's so
fate.
dead.
Will do.
And forewarning on Avalon
But
again.
of course.
Forewarning is a good ability.
Shattered
I guess I gotta go do something
in
dangerous.
my wake.
Otherwise, I'm gonna be out of this fight for like the whole battle.
Ha! What if?
Oops. Did I just shoot my own people?
Oh, a genius at work.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Dang. Well,
As the Emperor
at
commands,
least that was
I
enough
act.
to get her reloaded, and she did some damage. Abelard.
A tactically sound approach.
Charge.
Indeed.
Cut that guy. No. Can you hit both? No. Oh, man.
It will be done. One fewer
Definitely
time.
take out his medic. You're not gonna get to save your commander when you're cut in half.
Stay vigilant. Follow my lead. I took care of this one.
Oh, shish kebab commander. You hate to see it. Should have been standing there.
That is not the Emperor's will. I'll do it.
Man. What are these guys taking
As
bolts
the
to the
Emperor
face?
commands, I act.
What are the odds of that?
I'll do it. Dedicated.
Just making sure you're dead.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Weapon at the ready.
All right.
Weather the storm.
All right, time to move up and maybe do something. Let's see.
Wicked.
The shotgun doesn't go super well with shotgun doesn't go super well with the operative or whatever.
I'll do it.
Oh,
Judgment.
knocked him dead. Avalard's gonna come over here and dispense a little.
I'm not interested.
Not enough range to the target.
At your beck and call. It will be done.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Damn. Might
Doubt
as well
is for
run
the
and gun
weak.
it. I believe this ends this combat if I kill him. It's never that easy. He ran out of us? That's not very wise. Definitely gonna regret that choice. There we
Indeed.
go. Abelard, if you be so kind. Alright, what on earth was all that? We got intercepted conversation on the radio. That the promotion will transfer the entire squad to the child's personal guard. By the God Emperor. Well, you're strapping, lad. You'll probably make it for a cycler 3. It has worn down better men than me. What even is the point if your brains turn into mush? I may rip out my eyes like Amos did. At best, I'll just go bonkers like that little shit stain that kept stealing our low. Oh, what happened to that one? Threw himself out the depressurization chamber because some voices told him to. Calm down. Keeper Felix said the squad will not have to serve the child for long. He even gave us a little leeway. Unlike that fish-eyed, be quiet, he might hear you. Well, sounds like some folks discussing our soon-to-be navigator and her uncomfortable effects on the people around her. Library is full of treatises by the most distinguished scholars of the Imperium, Astra Militarum tacticians to whoever else. Alright, over here we got a statue of Cassia. Weird. Seems a bit over the top to have a statue to a child. Well, Argenta did not successfully put that one out. Worth noting. Alright, there's a few more things to steal. We got a meteorite chunk. Who knows what that's for? Mutated flesh sample. Cool. That seems normal. Alright, let's just go into inventory real quick and see if body glove. So the flak reduces more damage, but the body glove gives more of a dodge. Well, I'll stick the body glove for her for now. The carapace is better. Yeah. And she's got mesh, so she doesn't really need that flak. Grace of the Oblivious. That is hysterical. Apparently, that gem is a big boon to the stupid. Do I have it? Oh, I could give it to my sister of battle. I don't think anything else here is really gonna. 7 to 11, 3 to 4. This is a stub revolver. Still, not bad. Abelard. It's got pistol sword. And I'm going to go ahead and give my lady, let's see. Corrupted Inferno pistol? Sure. Why not? And might as well have a... Wait, is the sword or the axe better? 5 to 7, 6 to 9. Yeah, we'll go sword. Backup gear. Maybe I'll switch to las gun for right now, since the shotgun's not quite doing what I want it to. Alright, I think... Nope. You go one more. Alright. Just more of the same junk. Lore Imperium.
Another notch.
Alright, it's a statue. And probably some more trophies over here. Oh wait, the data crypt. Oh, I'm sure that that's something.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Ah, so we could go two different ways here. On the training of worthy servants of the court of the Navis Nobilite. Lesson 1. A faithful servant always makes sure their mistress's rooms and garments are clean. Lesson 2. They never offer their mistress the same dress presented to her in the cycle. Lesson 3. They offer their mistress a glass of fresh water upon waking. Lesson 4. Faithful servant tastes each dish and each drink before serving it. They'll have mastered something or other. Well, interesting. Alright. I guess we'll open this door.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Ah, trap. Deal with it.
Duty prevails.
Alright. In we go.
The crew continues to mourn Lady Theodora. I fear it may affect the performance of their duties in service of the Lord Captain.
Alright, more creepy flash
Let
samples.
the people grieve. Lady Theodora was with us so long that we started to believe she was immortal.
That gas doesn't seem like it's great.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Join me in prayer.
I actually wasn't saying run into the trap. I was saying try to get... Well, whatever. Okay. Nothing in here. Athletics test to clear that.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
And that gets us silk gloves. Ooh, and a kind of a nice sword.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Alright, I'll go this way. Wait, there must be a way to unlock it from somewhere. So we look around. That was just a little bit of lore. I didn't realize that room continued on. Alright, let's fight these dudes. Alright, these guys are hearing voices. That's good. Perfectly normal, perfectly healthy. Death to the traitors. Hey, who are you? Okay. That problem sort of took care of itself. Data crypts. Man, I don't know what all this stuff even is. A servant. Alright, so these guys aren't doing so great. So, Uwe. What was that? He just had his tongue cut off. Oh, right. Yes, I forgot. It's just what they do around here. That's not chaos, that's normal.
What lies beyond?
Alright, let's wake up this cogitator and get this bread. Bread in this case being a psyker. Alright, awaken the cogitator. Request data on the station's navigators. Status alive. So Felix alive, Theobald is alive. Everyone else is dead. Child is alive. She needs to be calmed down or she's going to, Oh, and the null rod's missing. That's fun. Tech Priest wasn't responding to a problem. And then explosive decompression. Servants close to the child have started butchering each other again. Negotiations with Winterscale were a success. New batch of servants. Hopefully they'll have some resistance to the powers. Let's look at the docking log. Aronto Orcelio, reason for visit classified. Examine the security and life support logs. Immediate evacuation of facility is advised. That's not good. Encrypted data. We try to break through. I did it. I bypass it. Child, delete picked flow, disable access code, annual station controls, delete, activate shuttle, self-destruct, purge command. Okay. Only the keepers of the station have access to the life support systems, but Keeper Theobald had not left the child's side, and neither had I. Could it be that... Huh. Alright. Switch to the main chamber controls. Open all doors on the level. Alright. Oh, God. Door's already been opened. That is depressurized. Already been opened. Alright, passage's been open. And that one's been open. Main elevator controls. Activate. Alright. Solving problems. That's what we do. Oh, some free stuff. Warp Sears goggles. Willpower bonus, lore of warp. Oh, I bet these are gonna be ugly as sin on her. Oh, she looks so goofy. I don't know if I'm gonna allow my psyker to look like that. Is it worth the lore bonus? Ooh. The veil is weak. That's not good. Wait, I thought I unlocked that. Let's go back to the cogitator.
In this tapestry of a
Oh, wait.
world, I
Is that
am
the one
the
that's-
rogue thread.
Airlock is awaken the cogitator. Main chamber controls. Open all the doors. Is there anyone I didn't do? There we go.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
I don't know enough about what's going on in Reykjavik at this point that I would call them for help. Plus, I feel like the big score is like here, so I want to share it. More creepy flesh samples. A lot of flesh in this place. Acid, black water, biogel. Just the strangest substances. We don't love to see it. Psi crystal.
I better myself through my service.
Data crypt. All right. Transducer. So I can put a meteorite chunk in.
What is that?
What does it do? Alright, meteorite dust. We did it. We did it, gang.
They will
Remake
see.
the controller.
Oh, yes, they all will see.
Is that all it took? Huh. Convenient. Adamantine. A Medicae for Lady Cassia. Please don't kill me. Data crypt connector. Tissue flask. Catalyst flask. I don't know what I'm doing here. This is a bad idea, I think. Research notes. I bet this has all the info on what I should be doing. It is funnier just to wing it, though. Alright.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Anything else we can put in the transducer? Psi crystal. Crystal dust. Sure, why not? Crush up stuff we don't even know what it does. Because it's fun. Alright. Well, I think that means we can head upstairs.
One step at a time.
Unexpected.
Amidst the madness.
Over.
Corpses were mauled by a force beyond mortal capacity, twisted in pain, yada yada yada. Alright. I believe we can use the elevator now. Don't I have a control rod? Idira says, the crossroads, there's two paths, stained with blood, both leading to the accursed eye. They all wear masks, so poor and flimsy they fall at the slightest touch, one hiding a blind man, another a traitor. Well, thank you for the counsel. The station has enough problems with your sorcery, psyker. Without your sorcery, psyker. I'm going to hang on to the key. Who is the child mentioned in the documents? The child is what the station servants call Lady Cassia. For the commoners, dirty mouths must not sully her name by uttering it. It's not beneficial for all servants to have their vocal organs altered. Some prove more useful when they're able to speak. Okay. Most corpses I discovered were unarmed or feeble. You really think mere servants could plan a coup? The senior officers are just as guilty. Half my guards butchered one another because of suspected treason. As for the real culprit, the coup was staged by those closest to the mistress. Too many things require special access, available only to the keeper of the station. There are 2 keepers of the station. Theobald, the demented old man, and the one to blame for the woes that have befallen our noble line. I think he's lying. I listened to a recording of private conversation. You were neglecting security protocols. Only the keepers have access to the station's systems. Theobald stayed at his side the entire time and could not have initiated the self-destruct protocol. I listened to a recording of a private conversation between the station's officers. You were very lenient towards them. The madmen are convinced? Alright. You're the one behind this coup. You've got me. Did you really expect me to be sincere this entire time? To welcome you with open arms, an ally of Tisiphone and her monster, the accursed child who's tormented the navigators of House Arcelio for years? Don't make me laugh. You arrived to help her completely destroy our house, and I cannot let that happen. Okay. You're obviously quite mistaken. I came here to get myself a navigator. Nothing more. You do not, in that case, accept my sincere apology for the deception and my earlier behavior. I had no intention of making an enemy of Von Valencia's heir, nor destroying the station that served my home for many years. They left me no choice. You cannot even imagine what monster lurks in the upper chambers. An evil, a plague, a pestilence on our bloodline that seeks to destroy House Arcelio from within. Theobald and his followers, just mindless fanatics serving this evil. Lady Cassia is a scion of a merciless tyrant, but it is not her relation to Tisiphone that is terrifying. She's a monster whose powers drive servants insane in mere turns, a cursed child who can kill a navigator from the Arcelio bloodline with just a look. I alone managed to get close enough to her over the years. She lowered her guard and trusted me, and at long last I rid my house of the curse. This is the truth. If your cursed child agrees to become my navigator, I'll rid you of this burden. You don't understand. This is... And then he thinks about it for a second and goes, actually, that might work. You're going to need this. If you manage to press it against the monster's skin, whether by force or guile, the baleful influence of her powers will recede, and you'll be able to take her and leave the station. Alright.
What lies beyond?
Whatever works. Hey, they don't look too happy. Boy, this is rough. The pale figure with unnaturally long limbs covers her face with her hands, which are deformed, talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continually streams from her scarlet, misted eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under her disheveled hair, twitch nervously at your approach. Only now do you notice the third eye on the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jeweled ornament. And when your eyes meet, you sense overwhelming, soul-smothering power. As the otherworldly creature's gaze slides over you, your entire core shudders in terror. Flashes of past warp nightmares reemerge from the shadows of your memory and paralyze your will. You gasp for air in terror, drowning under a crashing wave of pain. You cannot catch your breath. Hot tears burn your cheeks. Why is this happening? Why is it happening to you? Why do you feel so lonely and in so much pain? Do these feelings even belong to you? Adira emits something between a moan and a drawn-out whimper. Ow, ow, ow! As if my own little pals weren't bad enough. Now this one's barging into my head. Somebody stop her. Heresy, Argenta says. Alright. Persuasion. Lady Cassia, I'm here to help you. Please calm yourself. What is happening? Was someone calling my name? Are all the betrayers dead already? And you, who are you? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Pardon my manners, Noradina. I did not expect to make such a gracious acquaintance in such a time of great sorrow for our house. What is this? I feel faint. Theobald Orselio, the heavy-set old man who's been kneeling nearby, erupts into low sobs. The child, Lady Cassia, where are you? Sacred child, throne preserve. He rushes to her side. You! My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as either enemy or ally. I'm warning you, one wrong move will bring the wrath of House Orselio down upon your head. Watch out, Lord Captain, this one's so deranged it's making the whispers shriek like crazy. He might open that eye of his. Well, we don't want to do that. Threatening the head of the dynasty is a grave offense, esteemed whoever you are. Alright. Let's start with persuasion. I'm determining what is happening on Yurok 5. I'll grant you do not look like pirates who have coveted the riches of a wrecked station, or like scoundrels in phallic service. So who are you? Noradina von Valencius, rogue trader. Another rogue trader in our corner of the galaxy? How interesting. Your kind always make an appearance in desperate times, ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Well, yeah. Now that you mention it. Given that you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful, and so House Orselio now asks a service of you. Save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer. Think on it. You can make yourself an ally or an enemy of our house today. You decide. What's the curse that's taken hold of everyone in this room? You don't understand the sacred gift given to our child. When the child is sad, we all weep. When the child smiles, we all laugh giddily. If the child wants blood, the world turns to crimson. The child's will is the will of the great Tisiphone, for she is the heir of House Orselio. Alright, and they call me dangerous with my witchcraft, Adira is complaining. You look... what service do you ask of me? Save the sacred child. Take her away from the station. I fear I do not have long left. A bluish rivulet trickles down the old man's chin, and he wipes the mutated blood brusquely away with his sleeve. He glimpses strange burns covering his flesh under his clothing. The slightest movement must be causing him unbearable pain. So this guy is pretty jacked up. He's not gonna make it. And he wants us to take the child. And the other guy wants us to take the child. I feel like we've solved this problem without having to actually take a side in this Civil War thing that we really... I mean... if we can have both navigators be alive at the end of this, I feel like it's better for everybody. Better for commerce. Save the child and deliver her safely to Regent Arenato, acting head of House Orselio in the Cronus Expanse. Rest assured the reward will be worth your effort. I know we came here for a navigator, but after everything we've seen, I've got some reservations about this girl. Yeah, obviously, Adira. We all have reservations about her. She's a lunatic. Such a fragile thing with such a heavy burden upon her shoulders. You're talking as though you expect to die here. My service to the house is coming to an end. The wounds Fellic inflicted on my flesh will never heal. I'm dying. Praise the throne slowly enough to see the child is taken care of. There's a Medicaid deck on my ship. No, I'm the keeper of Yurok 5, and I will perish along with my station. On that note, I have other matters to attend to. Alright, seems like a waste of a navigator, but sure. Give me the baby. Fellic is my wayward student. He came to Yurok 5 as a callow youth. I personally mentored him and entrusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me, but he proved to be just another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of our house, our sacred child, to revel in power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss, to pervert the centuries-long traditions of our family. I really don't care about your family politics, man. You can see the fruits of his villainy for yourself. He decided he was not bound by his duties to the legacy of the greatest of our novators, Trisephaene Orcelio, who led our house to prosperity for countless years. Foolish boy, the renegades clouded his mind. They sought to seize control of the dynasty before the sacred child had come of age and taken up the novator's throne. I don't care. So choose whose side you're on, a murderous traitor or a lawful scion of the noble house. How could you lose control of your own station? Do not thrust my hairs in my face. I'm twice your age and twice as wise. Take my advice. Trust no one but yourself and the Emperor. Even those closest to you will betray you for gold, power, or a far-fetched idea of a bright future. Yeah, sure. Obviously. The last thing I need is a monster on my ship. Felix is a true monster. Sure, let's get rid of Felix. God, I was really hoping to avoid that. Let's go kill Felix. Alright. I guess we go fight Felix. I was really hoping that we could just negotiate to walk out of here and let them finish duking it out. Because I'll be honest, I don't really want to choose sides between these guys. Not particularly. Well, it should be quick at least. You betrayed our child, our house, and Tisiphone herself. Surrender. I'm the savior of our house, and I'm prepared to pay the ultimate price. Kill them! Is this going to be a long fight? Or is this going to be like a cutscene kind of fight?
What an amusing attempt at defiance! To the death!
One person. Abelard's there. Adira. Me. Where's my sister Battle? Ah. Sister Argenta. Let's do this. Shot me. You're allowed to shoot me.
Anything else?
Forewarned. Abelard. And Psychic Shriek someone to death. Let's do this. Oh man. These are higher quality guards than the
I'll do it.
usual idiots I've been running into.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oops.
I'll do it. eradicated.
I killed one at least.
I must not falter.
Follow my lead. My faith strengthens me. Break them all.
Nice. Yeah, these guys are being useful.
That's not the Seneschal's job. Someone else can do this.
Target
I'm
is
not
too
interested.
close.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Now charge.
At your beck and call. Victory is imminent.
Cut this dude's head off.
At your beck and call. It will be done.
Stay vigilant.
Follow my lead. Follow my lead.
Gotta say, not super happy with getting shot up just now.
Oh, the flames! Another one. A wicked thought.
Alright, Jira. Put that thought out of his misery, please.
What be gone?
Alright.
Emperor, give me strength.
Haha, I forgot how mean the stare is. Really don't want to mess with that lady.
What? Huh? No! Weather the storm! Onward!
This shouldn't take too long.
Moving out!
Another foe painted black.
But of course,
Boom. The pretender to the throne of the Urselio dynasty has been eliminated. Oh, I guess we still have to kill the rest of these dudes.
rejoice in battle.
What if I'm just not super invested in the future of House Urselio?
You can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Follow my lead. Weapon at the ready. Death to the heretics!
Okay.
Follow my lead. I'd rather not. That's not the Seneschal's job.
Oh, God. Guess there's not a path, huh? Shoot him then.
At your beck and call.
Follow my lead.
Useless, Abelard. Useless.
I must not falter.
I'm honestly surprised the rest of these dudes don't just, like, surrender.
Let's see. I am powerless to act.
Alright. Indira, do what you, that voodoo that
Anything
you
else? What an unfortunate turn of fate.
careful not to cross my gaze.
Yeah. Or my grenade, apparently.
Follow my lead.
Didn't know that Cassie carried fire grenades. And she threw one at Theobald's, like, back. Now, this is your burden, child. Survive. Return to the fold of your house, as your destiny demands.
Child.
Oh, its voice.
Survive. Return to the fold of your house as your destiny demands.
No! Don't leave me alone in this violet-brown haze! Wake up! Your mistress is giving you an order! Do you hear me?
Poor kid.
He was a fine seer of the war. He fought for his mistress until the end.
Yeah. Congrats all around.
Yeah, no. Enough's enough. I've had my fill of waterworks, thank you.
Dear, has anyone ever told you that you're kind of a downer? You should leave the station immediately. Systems are unstable and may fail
But
at any
this
moment.
is my home. What?
Yeah.
What are you going to do to me?
I offer you my protection. Well, let's aid one another and become my navigator, and I'll restore you to House Urselia.
I beg your pardon, but what about my servants? Yurak 5
All
is
can
still
be
full of
saved. Be
people
given
loyal.
succor aboard my ship.
Accompanying a rogue trader on their travels is an honor for any navigator. Let us go. I can no longer bear the sight of the deathly pale shadows that drape the bodies of the fallen.
I completely agree. I was just gonna say, let's not bury any of these people. Let's just callously leave them to the vacuum. Good. Glad that we're all on the same page. That place is probably just gonna explode or crash into the planet or whatever. So, you know. Cheers. That was a tight mission. It was like an hour-ish. Not too bad. We'll do the prison tomorrow. Alright, Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The Sanctum Navis has been prepared for the communion ritual, but if the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first... My fingertips tingle unpleasantly. Notice that Vigis is shivering slightly. The crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of this sudden wave of unease. Cool. First, I wish to speak to the rogue trader. Leave us. Alright. One-on-one. Don't try to intimidate me, Cassie. I have a much nicer coat than you. What do you want to talk about? I have not yet thanked you for saving me on the station. My thoughts were clouded with so much mournful ash when Theobald's heart stopped. But you acted honorably and did not exploit me in my wretched position. And for that I'm immeasurably grateful. Yeah, I mean, not exactly a altruistic decision on my part. I just want to have good relations with the Navigator House, because I have a feeling that I'm not going to necessarily want to keep you around forever, because you're terrifying. I'm deeply grateful that you saved my servants, especially my valet. Uwe served on the station for more than 5 years, much longer than any who preceded him. He knows how to properly attend to me during journeys through the Immaterium, what to serve me for breakfast. His presence envelops me in a cloak of amber. Good for you, kid. It's the 311 song, right? Amber is the color of your energy. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paints you have on board, but no red. Okay, sure. Yeah. I will send you your paints. I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask you do not follow me. Few can survive the gates of my warp eye when it's opened. Cool. Just gonna send you on down. Not gonna ask any questions about what happens to your servants. Lord Captain, I will oversee the open channel between the Lady Navigator and the bridge, and may the Emperor's light help us all. Cool. Initiating communion ritual. Come here, Uwe. The exalted ring of metal freed from its scabbard, the low sob of the servant, the rhythmic drip of liquid on canvas, the faint whisper of the brush. Go! Footsteps hurrying away. I see violet vortexes lashing an ocean with a million flails, and umber shadows spinning all over the surface in a fiery dance. A storm rising above foaming waters. Armadas drowning in fog. The path from one end to another cannot be seen. Not gibberish at all. And here beyond the wall of glass, a daughter forsaken by her father yearns for her brother, and the sun's pale disk goes in tireless pursuit. Of her? No, of me. Its frozen rays lie that spring is here. The light is deadened. The great ruler is gone. My abject apologies for cutting off the broadcast, Lord Captain. I've never heard the warp speaking through a navigator before. The connection is restored now. That will not happen again. I'm just gonna let her be for a minute. Soul-shredding screams drown out the Vox transmission. The servants in the Sanctum Navis are howling and shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain, their throats raw from the strain, and then sudden silence. The dull thud of dropping bodies proclaims their fate. It appears the servants were part of the Lady Navigator's rite, as it was for her predecessor. I will arrange for the bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Navis after the ritual, or what is left of them. Ah, great. Rogue Trader, I fear I have unfortunate news. Endless blackness has spread across the canvas, dividing what should be the whole in two, and my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. I cannot turn around my brush, only draws me onward. The way is blocked. So, for those that don't know, that means that we are on the Dark Imperium side of the we're in Imperium Nihilus, of the Cicatrix Maledictum, because when the galaxy got split in half, the giant warp tear blocked view of the Emperor. So that's kind of the reason for why we have to like discover all the routes over again. This is clever. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its cold steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely, even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only machine spirits, but something other. Now I will retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. Send for me if you have need of me. Alright, Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring a navigator. Please spare me a few moments of your time, as there are several matters that require attention. First of all, I wish to report on the condition of the station Urak 5. Had you opted to begin your visit to the Rykad system with a different destination, the station could have become critically unstable. Fortunately, the decision to immediately visit the representatives of the Navis Nobilite brought us precious time. We can either focus our efforts on disassembling the station and procuring technological components for our own vessel, or attempting to save as many valuables as we can. Loot everything, from jewelry to the last manuscript. Let's get that bread. With your permission, I would also like to remind you that we are still looking for an Enginseer Prime. Both the vessel and its machine spirits are in desperate need of oversight by an experienced tech priest. We're also missing some crew, and much more importantly, we have not yet located Heinrichs van Kalox, the right hand of the Lord Inquisitor. Now we know for certain he's not at Urak 5, so we should keep that in mind while making any future plans. Alright. I'm not going to be mean to Vigis. Vigis is useful. Alright. Cool. Now we go back to the ship. I can't remember. Well, we'll go to the, like, prison. Planetoid. Lord Captain, there's some commotion on the officer's deck. Lady Navigator has left her quarters, and uninitiated crew members are shunning her in terror. Perhaps you should find out. Okay. Hello.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
It pleases me to see you adjusting life aboard the ship.
Compared to Urak 5, your ship is a boundless world of unfamiliar hues. And yet, the abundance of bright colors can at times be wearisome on the eyes. The bridge and the decks are so clamorous. In my
I see you're fond of reading.
This. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves. And I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing.
Oh, that's fair.
Urak 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course. Although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
So,
One
must
should
be
not
pretty shaken.
underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders. But it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you.
Alright, I like that attitude. And you've calmed
There
your
are
powers.
people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis nobility. But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior and your question just now insulting.
Okay.
No, it is not that
Do you
at
have an
all,
issue with
Lord
my
Captain.
servants?
It is just that Uwe is quite capable of carrying out his duties by himself. He is well accustomed to my whims and preferences.
Alright. The unnatural appearance of navigators often becomes a topic of gossip among lowly servants and officers alike. It's unsurprising then that Cassia prefers the company of one who's used to how she looks. Oh, okay.
Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying? You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I. I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself.
You have nothing to apologize for. Human emotions are natural, be they good or bad. It's just as natural to share them with others. I want to believe this conversation has reached its natural conclusion. That's what I'm going to say.
Yes, I understand. I offer you my apologies once more.
Cool. I'm not going to be too nice. Alright. We're going to save. And that'll be it for tonight. I'll be back on Sunday to stream again.